G'day everyone, it's Andrew here. Just a quick video to share a discovery for myself. I don't know if anyone else has used these, but um, I saw a recent Goobertown Hobbies, thanks Brent, video on these speed paint paint markers that are available. And then I saw someone else post that video, and a comment on that post was to try these Sharpie creative markers. And so I ordered the one set that is available in the brush tip. They're acrylic, basically effectively acrylic paint, fairly well pigmented, and but quite runny and dries pretty fast as well. As you'd expect, certain colors like yellows and greens and reds on black do take a couple of coats to cover, but they're opaque, not like speed paint. So what Brent had with the speed paint sort of versions of these. So I'm just going to quickly paint a couple of things on this this white model here that you can see. This is Army Painter Fanatics here next to it. This is just a quick one coat to see how that went on that same model. And so we're going to try and paint some of this stuff. Unfortunately, in the base set, there is no flesh color. So I'm going to use pink, but it will be too pink. There is a new set coming out called Earth Tones, and it seems to have some colors in it that might be more appropriate. All right, so here we go. You can see the marker itself, just it's got a sealed barrel. It's got this beautiful brushed nib. It's quite flexible, and if you just get in there, it's got quite a point to it as well. And I did actually paint some eyes as well, and you can see that I'm just brushing this over like I would color in with a marker, basically, but it's going on like an acrylic paint. See that? And you can get in to nooks and crannies, and because it's opaque, it doesn't matter if I bleed over because I can just paint over it when it's dry. So I'll just do that, and then it looks like I do down here. I've been able to get into most of the sort of areas as I've been going. I'll just finish there, and I'll do another color. Let's do this is gray. It does have a white and a black, but I'm going to do gray because this is kind of like a dark gray hair that I painted on that model. So let's see how we go with this. It's a much lighter gray, but it is going on quite well. You can see there that it's coating on that pretty well. Actually, let me switch to one of the bolder colors so you can see how that goes on. So we'll stop just there. And as I said, it dries quite fast, and I haven't seen any bleed through. It's one of the things they actually promise if you're painting this on paper. They promise no bleed through. Okay, so this figurine has a green cape. I think there's 2 greens in the set. I'll show you those. It's got one green and one sort of teal color. So I'll just do the green. It won't be the same green, but as on the other model, but it'll give you an idea of what this is. And so this is a quite light green, and I think if this was being painted on, I can see I'd probably want to do 2 coats even on white, just to make sure I'm getting good coverage. You can see here I'm just painting it on. I can paint on the side of the brush. There's a lot of give. I can get into the little sort of nooks and crannies there, and I'm just this is kind of mind-blowing that you can just paint it on. It's an acrylic paint, and I know there's other paint markers out there that do this kind of thing, but this is a new line from Sharpie, and they're quite cheap, super accessible because it's Sharpie brand, so it's kind of everywhere. And you can see here, that's just one coat of the green. I can see from here, I don't know if I can see on the camera, but I can see here that I'd probably do with a second coat there. And then let's just do red. She's got red boots, so let's do a red boot. And we'll probably almost call it done there. Here's the red. Again, just painting it on, and it's an acrylic paint. So it's going onto my white base coat, white paint base coat really well. It's going on, it goes over other paints, and other paints can be painted on top of this. It's a limited range of color. There's only 12 in the initial set, and then another 12 in the earth tones. But for putting down a base coat and then you shading, highlighting, changing it up with other colors, you know, I think that's pretty good. I can't stop playing with this stuff because it's just so cool that you can just use basically a marker to paint this stuff on. And you can see I'm just like painting it over. Like this. Hey guys, you can see I'm not the best painter, but this is just an illustration of these markers more than anything else. I did try eyes on someone. I don't have it here, but like if I was trying to get inside that little tiny part of the buckle, like that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And so you can do that. In fact, I think the pink will be dry enough. Let's try and do some really quick eyes, and then we'll finish it off. Here's the white. Just do a little bit like that. Bit like that. And then give it like 5 seconds, and let's see if I can just like dot little black dots in. Oh, that's really tiny. Okay, so not the most accurate, but I mean, on my side, I think they're perfectly in the middle. They're really tiny dots. Like to paint an eye with this thing, be pretty good, pretty easy, because it flows out of these brush nibs just like paint would out of a brush, not like a marker. It doesn't feel like a marker. I'm not painting a marker on. Anyway, that's these things, Sharpie Creative Markers. You can get the initial set, as I said. There's a 5-pack of if you just want to try them out first, or the full 12 set here. And then, as I said, in January, they're going to ship a earth tone one as well. So hope you enjoyed. Hope that's useful for some of you, particularly those of us who get little shaky hands after a few painting sessions. So great. Have a great day.